Lorena story here. The Wax Queen, that's right. I'm going to do a set of legs for you, half legs. I'll do a little patch on the back of the thigh if necessary. Let me get the camera zoomed in and I will be right back. All right, let's get started. With the legs, I just do a little bit of the jasmine oil. I don't do any cleaning. It's really not necessary. Little tiny bit of oil. And you want to make sure you put it all over. You don't just want to focus here because you're actually also going to be waxing here. I am going to use the Berodin Black, my sterilizable, non-disposable spatulas. I will get wax, wipe it off, use it once, and then put it in a container that has a couple inches of the wax off equipment cleaner. And then when I'm done with the client, I will clean them all and use them on the next. It's a beautiful thing. You wipe the wax off on your client. You keep the spatula at a 90-degree angle. And you make sure your hand isn't covering their ankle. See how I have my hand underneath? And I'm also bringing that leg, that body part to me instead of me bending over and looking. If you put your hand here while you're spreading the wax, you'll have a fringe. So now I'm going to use one strip and start removing. I use a good firm pressure with my whole hand. I do all along the bottom so I have an area that's clear for me to wax from. I get here, I flip it over. What I see happen when people are new at waxing is they get very focused on the direction of the hair and looking super close. And then they get really delicate with, that's annoying. There we go. They get really delicate with rubbing the strip. Don't get delicate, just get in there and do it. If you have little bits, pretend like it's an entire strip to get those little bits off. What you'll find is it's much easier on the skin than if you dab. The more experienced you get, the fewer little bits you will have. So bring the body part to you. Wipe the wax off so you have a puddle that you can pull from. Okay. Press up against. Keeping my hand alongside the body the whole time. So in other words, I'm not popping it out into the air. Flip it over when it starts to kind of leave deposits. And when you are learning how to reuse strips, how to use one strip a lot, don't focus so much on how many times you're using it. Use it until it bugs you and then get a new one. Eventually what will happen is you'll end up able to get the legs done with 6 or 7 strips. Same thing that I did on the other side. You don't dab, dab, dab to get any little bits. You treat it like a strip. If there's a hair that's stubborn, get it like that. You don't always have to put a whole nother strip of wax on. Now, a generous amount of the lavender. And now I'm going to have my model turn over. Same thing as I did on the back, you lift the leg to you, or the body part to you. And if you've gone all the way around half, now you can get the top half this way. See, I'm using my whole hand, super firm, to press. Here. And now this side. I got it. You can relax it. There we go. Firm pressure all the time. Right now I'm holding onto her foot. When she was on her stomach, I pressed up against her heel. This way they don't ever try and help you, and they know exactly how you want them to be. I know you've all had clients that have tried to do this and have glued themselves to the table. So this way, if you hold on to them, they won't. I'm doing her knees, so I don't care about these little bits that are right here. I have often seen people kind of focus on getting every last little bit when you're going to be going over that area. So there's no reason. Just go ahead and leave it, because now is when you'll get them. Now, knees and they're a corner. So I do the top and I hold the skin tight from the top of the thigh. And I get that cleared out. All waxing, we have to keep our hand close to the body, alongside the body. Well, you can't go like that and pull a strip off. So you do the sides, the top, the sides, like that. It doesn't matter in what order you do this, but you can't go here and here and pull a strip off correctly. So make sure you divide it right at the knee where it changes angle. There we go. So same thing. I'm going to do, oops, there we go. The top, and I'm holding the skin from here. Look to see if there's any little bits. And now to finish, I will use a generous amount of the jasmine oil. And obviously you want to leave the clients so that they are not sticky, not oily, and certainly not hairy. So after putting on the jasmine oil, you'll take a final strip and you go over the area. Anywhere there's a little bit of wax, make sure you get that off. Be super firm, don't be prissy about it. Hold the skin tight. Don't just rub into them. That doesn't feel good. There's a little strip right here. There we go. Half legs should take you 15 to 20 minutes. That's kind of it. I find what takes people the longest is more messing around. There you go. Full set of legs. Thank you.